Yellow leaves of tomato plants and younger seedlings is a very common problem that can be caused by a number of reasons. These reasons can be resolved very easily if you know the whole method. Therefore, in this video, we are going to know the 7 main reasons of tomato plants' yellow leaves. This video also includes their solutions, so keep watching. Subscribe to our channel for more updates. First and the most common reason of tomato plants' yellow leaves is wrong watering technique. Overwatering induces stress on the roots of tomato plants, and it is expressed through yellowing of leaves. Overwatering have many other issues also, that affects the health of tomato plants and seedlings very badly. Water blockage causes the root rot problem, that ultimately makes the tomato plants to die. A tomato plant with overwatering condition is unable to absorb the nutrients from the soil efficiently. Therefore, overwatering is a very big evil for the tomato plants and seedlings. For solving this problem, water the plant only when the soil feels dry. It will be very easy if you are using a clay pot or a grow bag, but plastic pots are not a good choice if you don't know how to water the tomato plants correctly. Soil mixture is also an important factor for solving overwatering condition. And it also came to our next reason of tomato plants' yellow leaves. If you are using a soil mix that have a poor drainage system and softness, then it definitely leads to the yellowing of tomato leaves. In a compact type of soil, tomato roots are unable to grow well and produce fruit. First the plant became weaker and slowly all the leaves became yellow. Tomato plants requires a soil mix with good drainage that prevents overwatering, porosity that let the roots to breath and softness for healthy root growth. The best combination of organic mixes that works perfect for all type of vegetable plants is added in the description and I button. You can check out that mixture for your tomato plants. The next reason of yellow tomato leaves is deficiency of sunlight. It is very common, as the plant grows upward, the lower leaves became yellow and falls off. It happens when the sunlight can't reach on the lower part of the plant. Tomato plants requires at least 5 to 7 hours of sunlight exposure. Less than that can cause less blooming and fruiting. So make sure your tomato plants and especially the seedlings get enough amount of sunlight. At the seedlings stage, tomato plants requires immunity that is developed under the sunlight. Deficiency of sunlight causes the deficiency of chlorophyll compound in the plant body that makes the leaves green. Therefore, sunlight deficiency ultimately causes the yellow leaves problem. The next reason of yellow leaves on tomato plants is nutrients deficiency. Tomato plants are the heavy feeders that requires lots of nutrients in their feed to produce a healthy yield. Deficiency of nutrients like magnesium and nitrogen causes the yellowing of tomato leaves. Make sure you are providing a good amount of organic fertilizer to all your tomato plants. There is also another issue that commonly occurs. We use different fertilizers on our tomato plants, but their leaves keeps on becoming yellow. Sometimes the roots can't absorb nutrients perfectly from the soil, that makes the leaves yellow. The best organic fertilizer for tomato plants is added in the description and I button. You can check out that. Moving to our next reason, that is transplant shock. It is also a very common reason of tomato plants' yellow leaves. You may find this issue with a recent transplant. It is a natural process that happens due to the stress condition. Problem occurs when we get panic and start adding different fertilizers and other solutions. You just have to wait for a few days, and don't add too much water into the soil. Roots are already in stress and more water or fertilizer can damage the tomato plants very badly. So be careful. I have also made an article on the tomato plant's yellow leaves, that is added in the description and on my website puregreeny.com. The next reason of tomato plants' yellow leaves is the pest attack or diseases. Tomato leaves are very soft that makes the most of the pests and insects to eat them. There are so many type of pests that attack on tomato plants. A severe attack of any pest can cause the wilting condition of tomato plants. You must find yellow leaves on an affected plant. So to keep all type of pests and insects away from your tomato plants, you must have to use an organic pesticide on regular basis. Simply use an organic pesticide every 7 days on all vegetable and other plants. It will prevent all type of pests away from your garden. You can make an organic pesticide at home very easily from the description video. The last reason of tomato plants' yellow leaves is seasonal effect. When the temperature changes, the tomato leaves turns yellow very commonly. It also occurs in last of tomato plants' life. Mostly tomato plants are grown for only one season, then they die due to the seasonal change. Yellow leaves appears very commonly when the plant is on fruiting stage, because the plant is providing all its energy to the flowers and fruit. In that time, the leaves don't get enough nutrition for their healthier growth. But it is a natural process and you don't have to worry about all of that. So these are main reasons of tomato plants' yellow leaves. If we sum up the whole video, then water the plants very carefully, use a well-draining, soft and nutrients-enriched soil mixture, provide at least 5 hours of sun and protect your tomato plants from the pests by organic pesticides. Hope these tips and tricks helps you in growing your tomato plants healthily. For more you can visit our site puregreeny.com. The best liquid fertilizer for tomatoes that helps you growing bigger tomatoes is here. You can check out that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.